Last time on The Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep, Calbo and I were finally reunited with our friends aboard the Dreadpunk. After a brief battle with Millicent and her pet, we made our way back to Beckett's Bucket to meet up with some familiar faces. After we were all caught up with our various adventures, we discovered that Kyrelth is a soul reaver, planning to harvest our souls to use its energy. Calbo and I must head back to his plane of existence and find a way to put his astral version at a disadvantage, while Stigveld and T'Reble see to his physical form.
Adventure waits on every roll, fighting for our mortal souls through mountains high and dungeons deep, to Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep. To Dragon's Dream of Scorched
Welcome everybody to Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep. As usual, my name is Gadget, and I'll be your DM for the evening. And joining us as usual, the recounter of tales herself, as Capri Smitty, it is Candy Machine.
Hello.
As Biggie... No, it's not as Biggie, as Calbo, it's Biggie.
Don't know who I am anymore, but I'm here.
You never know who you are. The imaginatively titled Stigveld is played by Stig.
Huzzah!
And the person who's about to sue Chris Pine, playing Treble O'Clef, it is Oodles.
The original bard.
Do you notice he has a purple loot in that trailer as well?
I fucking did notice, yeah, I'm furious.
and he has plans that go wrong.
I'm furious. He's just copying me.
They just copied my podcast.
We're both extremely good looking.
And the captain of the USS Enterprise. Not a lot of people know that about Oodles.
Exactly. I mean, dishonorably discharged, but we'll not talk about that.
Yes, well, Starfleet's loss is our gain. So, yes, as Candy so ably recounted, last time the party were reunited. They got to recount their stories multiple times over with various NPCs because everyone kept walking in on them, having to explain why Calbo spoke with two voices at any given time. The plan was set that they have to destroy Kyrelth, but he's impervious from the outside. So they have to weaken him on the inside so Stig and Treble can drop a massive sword on his head. And we join the party back in Beckett's Bucket as the plan has been finished and finalised. And everyone's kind of making their agreements and kind of looking around, and Sebastian turns to Treble and goes, "My boy, you'll have to leave me out of this one, I'm afraid. I'm rather weak, and I could do with sleeping for a week or two."
This is understandable. Don't worry. We've got this. I'm very, very confident we've got this.
Some bullshit from the DM.
What's the plan again?
And Sebastian looks at you, Calbo, and goes, I'm sure you'll work it out. You've got another voice inside your head to keep it right. So he kind of walks off upstairs, and Orapan comes up to you, Stigveld, and goes, "Oh, it's going to be an adventure, isn't it? Would you like me to come along?"
I'm not sure.
You're going to be trapped in a bubble all the time.
And he looks down upon you. It's for the first time there's a look of accusation at you, Treble, as he says to you, "If I was trapped in a bubble, would you shoot me again?"
Touche.
While this back and forth is going on, the door flings open, and Briarga walks in carrying a couple of sacks, and she goes, "Oh, you're all back. Hi." And she kind of tries to move over to the bar and kind of throws the bags behind it and goes, "I wasn't expecting anybody about."
Do we have to explain everything to her again?
It sounds like you need a refresher there.
20 minutes later.
Yes. And 20 minutes later, Briarga's just kind of sat on the bar with this kind of puzzled look on her face going, "I have no idea what's going on. But
Makes two of us.
The
Three of us.
plan sounds dangerous.
I'm confident it'll work.
Okay, I might have something that might help.
Okay.
And she hops back over the bar, and you can hear her rustling through the bags that she got. And you hear her just talking from below. So I was on a nightly burglary spree. And she then looks up. Yes, I am a thief. Just don't. And she goes back to the bag. And she's rustling through. You hear kind of clanging and clattering. And she comes up and Treble, she holds in front of your face a ring with a feather on it. And goes, this might be useful for you.
Oh, I do like jewellery.
Well, this is a ring of feather falling. It'll mean if you fall from a great height, you won't hurt yourself.
Clues in the name.
And
Could go on my shoulders now.
And given that you're going up to the sword, and given that I've patched you up about 3 times now, might be useful for you.
Well, yes, I suppose when the sword does eventually drop, who knows where we'll be stood. Yes, good idea.
Well, as long as you're not stood under it, that would be the main thing.
Yes, I'll take it.
I want to ride that sword into Kyrelth like the guy from Doctor Strangelove.
You'll find a Stetson from somewhere. Right. Okay. So yeah, there are the 2 sides to this one. There is Capri and Calbo will have to go offer themselves to Kyrelth to return back to the Euphorium,
aka the bait,
and Stigveld and T'Reble will have to go and find Illilath, because if you remember, there are 3 chains, and it's basically Viglath has informed you it needs the strength of a Goliath to break these chains.
AKA the muscle.
AKA the muscle.
Yeah.
So, who wants to go first? I'll leave this in your purview.
I think the bait should go first, personally.
I think so too.
Set the snare, the trap going.
I want to hear you 2 offer yourself up.
Yep.
Oh,
We have ourselves up.
How did they speak at the same time?
Calbo, we need to get back to that plane.
I don't want to go back there. But I don't have a choice.
Proserpine, will you look after my body?
he's not listening. He's actually curled up fast asleep on your chest, purring gently.
Oh, he's still there, exactly where I remembered him.
It's only me that's listened to the last episode.
I listened, I just forgot that one bit.
Unbelievable.
Fucking brilliant.
Space.
Okay,
Stop it now, Gadget. Let's just go home. Fuck it.
I listened to every episode.
They don't deserve it.
No, they don't, do they? Hated. Kind of effort that I put in writing and editing this. No, it's fine. You all live it. I don't expect you to listen back to it. Anyway, you walk out of Beckett's bucket, and it is daytime. The kind of the rioting that's happened over the past few days since hell broke loose as a result of your own actions has calmed down. People are kind of starting to rebuild. You can hear people kind of hammering away, like kind of repairing shops or kind of clearing out things. But the city's kind of returned to a relative peace.
Calbo, I suggest when I speak to you, don't use my voice. Just listen to me in your head. Otherwise, people are going to talk.
Yes, that's fair. Do we need to stock up on anything now that we might be going into a battle?
Oh, we're going to an astral plane, so probably not.
Anything. We never are prepared.
Travel suites.
I will point out as the DM that yes, you're going to an astral plane. You will not be able to take anything you buy with you.
Just click it.
So, yeah, you head through the street into the marketplace, and you find yourself where the path towards the church was, which is now just an enormous open pit that leads down into darkness. If you remember where you fought Kyrelth and Millicent on the Dreadbeat, and you stand at the edge of it, you can feel kind of a cold air come up from below, and a faint fishy smell.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Here.
So, what do you do?
We need to summon that beast again.
Oh, beastie.
Do we have to?
Yes, that's the plan, Calbo.
Yeah,
Just
I
jump
don't
in.
like this.
So someone walks behind you, Calvin, and goes, "Sorry, sir, are you talking to yourself?"
Yes,
Also,
one of the...
Calbo gets so yellow. Yeah, yellow belly.
I bloody told you not to open your mouth.
Okay, so we should be headed into the church.
The church isn't there. It's collapsed into nothing. I told you it's a
What's
giant
the
pit.
church?
You're at the point where the path towards the church was. But there is nothing there now because the church collapsed, remember, when you and Capri got taken.
Well, that's
Because there was the
that Calbo's done this forgetting everything.
There was that exciting chase sequence with Stigveld and T'Reble getting hurled across the bridge as it collapsed underneath their feet. So how are you going to try and beckon the beast?
We know the beast is down there. I suggest we jump.
I think there's no other choice. After you.
You gotta do it.
I
This is so
know.
deliciously awkward.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm closing my eyes.
No, I'm
Here we
closing
go.
your eyes.
I'm closing your eyes.
And we jump in.
You jump.
What's your jump noise? You gotta make a jump noise.
Zah!
Wow.
So with
I
a
lined you up for that.
huzzah, you kind of open your arms out and you leap, as if you're in an Assassin's Creed game, and you plunge into the darkness.
The eagle goes,
Yeah, you feel the wind across your scales, and then you suddenly feel nothing, and then the darkness around you kind of swirls into smoke, and you're doing that falling thing again that Zoral forced you to do before, where lights are flashing past you both. You're kind of phasing in and out of each other, and you kind of both land in two separate chairs back in the Euphorium. You are now separated. You're in a
together.
You're in a solid white room. As you land, the arms of the chairs kind of mold over your hands. The wall kind of bends forward and it takes the form of Zoral as he walks out and goes, "Oh, welcome back."
Yes, we were just a bit too tempted by your offer, I'm afraid. It seems a bit too nice. We came back. We're up for it. We want the goods.
Roll a deception check on that one, please, Candy.
you sneaky little thing.
I like your attempt at lying to a god creature from another plane. What did you get?
I mean, it wasn't great. It was a 10.
A 10. Zoral smiles sweetly at you. That kind of sarcastic smile that someone does when they know you're bullshitting. And he clicks his fingers, and all of a sudden you don't have a mouth. Don't give me sweet little lies. Yes, I know. But, you can swear all that you want at me. Doesn't make a difference. You're here. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Lizard?
Can I not click my fingers as well and bring her mouth back?
So, this is... What Zoral has done is he's covered your hands. To stop them moving. I will let you roll a sleight of hand check.
Where is that? Which one is that?
It's in skills, under S, for sleight of hand. They're all in alphabetical order.
9.
9. You kind of try and wiggle your left hand and try and move it, but it's too firm around you. And Zoral just kind of smiles at you, Calbo, and says, "Do you have anything clever to say? Because I can take your mouth away like hers."
How would you if you'd release me from this chair?
Well, why would I do that? You see, most souls that come here aren't able to click their fingers and have something happen, so there must be something special about you two. So, I'm not taking the risk. For starters, I've closed that little magical loophole that allowed you to click your way out of here. So, you're with me for now. And he clicks his fingers again, and Capri, your mouth returns.
That was uncomfortable.
It was supposed to be.
No. I did that behind his back.
It's very interesting. I've lived for thousands of eons, billions of years. Never has someone willed themselves out of my control. It's very impressive. I'm very curious about you two.
Yes, well, maybe we'll be your downfall.
Well, maybe, but, and he clicks his fingers again and Calbo turns into a frog.
Calbo, that's funny. I mean, sorry, turn him back, please.
Well, as you wish. And he clicks his fingers again and Calbo returns to his normal form but without clothes.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Back to a frog.
Do dragons have cocks?
Well, they don't have tails.
Or testicles?
And he clicks his fingers again and Calbo is dressed again. Calbo, roll me another sleight of hand check. Let's see if the shifting tides have allowed your hand to move out.
Oh, yes, they have.
What do you got?
Natural 20.
Natural
Which
20.
one?
So when he returns you back to your normal self and he dresses you again, you notice that your left hand is still kind of within the gap in the chair that he created, but you can move your hand within it. So he doesn't know that your fingers can move.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you can move your fingers. He starts to kind of get a little bit grandstandy here and says, "So, it's not worth dispensing. Well, it's worth dispensing now with the facade. You know what I am. You know what Kyrelth is and what we are. And you know that this is all a sham, I assume?
Yes, we heard that.
Yes.
Would you like to see where you really are?"
I guess. It's not
Right.
going to be pleasant, is it?
He clicks both fingers on both hands this time, and the white walls fade away, and you're actually kind of sat on nothing. You're still in your chairs, but there's no floor, there's no ceiling, there's no walls. You're in kind of space, and below you can see this kind of what looks like a nebula.
Ooh.
And it starts to kind of rush closer towards you. And as you kind of go into what you would assume would be the clouds of the nebula, you see that they are individual kind of sprites of people. And you can see that there is a kind of a trail of energy coming out of them, leading to a enormous star in the center. And he says to you, "Isn't it magnificent? Billions upon billions of souls. All this power within me. All ready to build. I've been on your Earth. I've been on Erethria for, maybe 2,000 years, and I've amassed even more of them. I'm so close to moving on." And he kind of whips his hand up, and kind of, for both of you, 2 strands of power start to come out of your chests, and kind of moves out like a worm, and starts to head towards it, and goes, "There's a power within you two. It's intoxicating. It's unreal. It's powerful."
Just touching my chest, trying to get it back in.
You do that. Your hands kind of pass through it. It's almost like it's non-corporeal. It's not fast moving towards the star, but you can see it's starting to kind of move and kind of curl around and whip down. And he goes, "Oh, this is hungry. Everything is hunger." I feel it, and you see the look of Zoral, so the kind of the pale white skin and the white eyes and the long hair kind of starts to peel back, and his arms turn to tentacles, and he kind of sloughs off the white skin, and this kind of green, almost octopus-like creature, but not quite, kind of comes out of it. It goes, "Oh, this feels better. I can feel it." And you can see he's got these black eyes, these dead black eyes that are kind of almost quivering with anticipation at the energy coming out of you two.
That was way more disturbing than I was expecting.
One ugly mind flare.
He starts to kind of look closely at the energy trails coming from you, heading to the star, and goes, "As soon as I can tap into you, the power, I'll be able to leave this universe, head back into the multiverse, and consume somewhere else."
You're afraid of us.
I'm not afraid of you.
Problem for you.
No,
You're certainly interested in us.
I'm interested in you.
Let us go.
You are?
Let us go. Let us be free. If you're not so concerned.
Why would I let you be free when I can feed from you?
We need to dissipate this star thing, don't we? If that's where he's drawing his energy. If he's like sucking it into the... Oh, but this is bad.
I know, I'm trying to think of a plan.
It's me too. You say you're going to move to another universe. What's taking all these souls?
Well, if I move to another universe, there are more souls. I can get bigger, stronger. Soon I can consume the multiverse. I can be everything, be everywhere. I can make myself a god.
And what if we were to return these souls to their owners?
You think you can destroy me? There may be something special about you too, but you're not able to destroy me.
I think we're going to try.
Oh, really? God. I
don't like it when he turned back into a DM.
I know. I'm just very, very keen to hear where this is going.
Perhaps I'm just trying to distract him.
Well, what are you trying to do? Are you distracting him in character, or do you have a plan in person?
I have absolutely no idea what to do at this point. So
I can
is there
obviously
anything we
click
can
my
do to
finger, so it's trying to think what... Is our power unlimited in the sense of what he can do, we can do ourselves? In that sense of... He took Capri's mouth away, I can do something just as similar.
Yes. I'll explain the kind of the way I've thought about this, okay? So you can't click your fingers to leave, okay? You can't click your fingers to directly kill him. However, and the same way that he can't click his fingers to directly kill you two. Okay? You are, however, capable of using the finger clicking to do anything else that you may want. But
re-roll your character completely from the beginning.
But it's also worth bearing in mind that he has unlimited ability to do whatever he wants with the clicking. And you both have this, but he has it too, the ability to counter a click. So say for instance, if you try and click to, I don't know, turn him into a frog, he has 3 counters, and you also each have 3 counters where you can just basically nullify it. Okay, this is going to be a slightly different way of fighting things. Okay.
Yeah. So we don't need to like. It depends on a roll, or we just is it kind of more back and forth?
It's more back and forth.
It's a click off. It's a classic click off.
Yes, if you can click in 7 8, I'll give you extra points.
Sharks and
West Side Story going on here.
Yeah.
It's just a classic run-of-the-mill click off.
I want to be in a red 3. I want to be in a red 3.
So how big is he in front of us? Like, if we wanted to try and attempt to have a fight,
Why would you want to fight?
He is a
powers.
He is a large monstrosity, so he is larger than you both. He is, but you kind of have the impression of you're hovering in space. You're not. You are basically effectively in a room that can see space. You know, you can feel the floor on your feet. You know,
we need a way to kind of sever his, or just kind of damage his connection to his physical form, so that the others will be able to damage him, or stop the physical form from being able to have the power from those souls.
But what you need to do first is get out of the current predicament that you're in. You're getting ahead of yourself here. I've given you like a 5-10 minute explanation thing of what's going on here. You need to do something, else I'm going to have him just kill you.
Yeah, should we? Calbo.
Calbo's left hand is free, effectively.
Can I click and make it? Does he have? Do you have to actually click to use the power? Because if my hand was covered, so if we could not turn his hand into, I don't know, spaghetti, then he can't click.
Interesting.
So you just click his hand off?
Yeah, tell me what you want to do.
Then I am going to click my free hand and turn his hands into
Wait.
Spaghetti. Oh,
Make it greasy. Make it greasy so we don't even notice.
So-
I'm not
So
here.
can
I'm
you-
not here.
So
I'm not here.
Capri,
He can change his hands, change his whole form.
Capri, you hear a muffled sound, and all of a sudden, the kind of the ends, the hands at the end of Zaral's kind of slightly tentacly bendy arms just turns into spaghetti. And he's like, and he looks down and goes, "What?" And he kind of turns to look at both of you. What?
What's your
I like how pasta's in this universe.
I know, right? Yeah. Apparently, it's a thing.
what's
Telephone
your
pasta.
what's your spaghetti policy here?
I mean, we don't do spaghetti, unfortunately.
gruel.
Sorry,
It's a
Charlie.
gruel.
So Zaral's kind of looking down, like the black eyes. You can even see they're looking perplexed. He's like,
What on any number of Earths has happened here?
And then I can click again, right?
"Yeah,
So I can free Capri from her chair because obviously her hands
I'd
aren't
have
free.
done that first.
I was hoping you would do that first, actually, but that's fine.
Well, at least it
Because 4
stops him
clicks
doing
are better
something
than
for the
one.
minute.
But he's incapacitated.
Yeah, exactly.
So clever Biggie.
Thank you.
So
First time he's ever heard that in his life.
So I click again
yeah,
and I free Capri from her bindings.
okay."
Ah.
So Capri's hands kind of pop out.
Hands free.
You jazz hand, and as you do that, Kyrelth goes,
No, this isn't happening.
and he kind of swipes his noodly appendage.
Can we have some art of that, please?
Yes, some art of that, please, Candy. He swipes his noodly appendage, and Calbo, you fall through the floor and disappear into the darkness. Capri is left on her own with him.
He slapped his spaghetti
Fucking
together.
falling.
Falling.
And
I'd like-
he waves his other arm, and the nebula kind of like moves further away, which gives you more time because the strand coming from your chest effectively comes with you. And if you move over to roll 20, you see kind of from the invisible ground, crystals start to appear. Each of them kind of energized. Kyrelth Zaral is stood on the top of one of the largest crystals. Why can't I move roll 20 around? There it is. And Capri, you are now standing up at the base of these crystals. Calbo, you kind of come out of nowhere and land on the ground with a bit of a splat.
Can I just commend you on this map, mate? It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
I'm a monk. Surely I could land on my feet.
Compliments are free, guys. Just letting you know that.
It doesn't matter whether you're a monk or not. You've just hit the ground hard like an arsehole. Because it's effectively you've been falling and falling and falling, and the ground has come out of nowhere. You had no chance to react to it because it's transparent.
This is the final boss of Final Fantasy IX, this bit.
Kyrelth kind of waves his arms around and his hands return and goes,
Oh, you're gonna pay for that, Calbo.
and both of you can roll initiative because we are now in a fight.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice.
16.
All right, what did he get, Capri?
16.
Okay, so Capri goes first,
Like 6.
then Kyrelth.
Some of those crystals look veiny.
A little bit, don't they?
Big blue veins. Phallic
Blame it.
Little clump
surface.
just to the northwest of that monster.
Yeah,
Bit
yeah.
cocky.
It's blame Incarnate for that one. Go.
I'm kind of blaming your head, your brain.
Hey, I'm
Dips
just
on the brain.
I'm just using existing assets here. I didn't draw
That's
these
what she
crystals.
said.
Right. Okay.
Box.
So, Capri, you are up first.
So we're still doing the click fight.
You can do clicks. You can use also your normal kind of attack pans if you want to.
Can I use...
Giga click.
I think I want to try and smash these crystals around him to try and trap him in, but I don't know whether to click it or to Eldritch Blast.
So he is floating above them. I think that's how I should describe it. So for the listeners that they're kind of stood above this nebula, there is this huge mass of purple crystals underneath Kyrelth. He is his kind of, I don't know how you would describe this, transcendental form is kind of floating above it.
Just consider it as a final boss for most JRPGs.
Yeah, and there are also crystals at each corner of the arena that they're fighting.
The boss that came out of nowhere, that kind of boss.
Yeah.
You're here to kill God and chaos.
Exactly. So, yeah, he is above it. So you're welcome to try blasting, you're welcome to try clicking. It's up to you.
Can I try blasting the southeast crystal with an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah, sure. Roll an attack roll on it.
It's actually pronounced penistal.
20.
20. Yeah, that hits. Roll me some damage.
5.
You turn around and the blackness just erupts from your fingers, and it hits the crystal. The crystal kind of cracks in the middle. It's not destroyed, but you see there's kind of like this wisp of energy come out of it, and Kyrelth above us, you hear him kind of groan.
That's our plan, Calbo.
Move.
Are you going to take any movement?
I'm going to get close to that southeast crystal again.
Okay, you both have control of yourselves, so you can just pick yourselves up and move where you want to be.
Do the work, guys.
Right. Okay, so it's now Kyrelth's turn. He is going to turn and I'm on the right thing. He's going to turn to look at Calbo and goes, "Meddling dragon." And motes of light start to appear on the ground around you. Calbo, what is your armor class? 12. He gets a 13 as these motes of light kind of come up and this beam of energy just smashes down on top of you. And you will take... You will take 9 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And he is going to float closer towards you. Right, it's now your turn, Calbo.
I'm going to do... Oh, hang on, I haven't got any magic.
Nope.
Click my fingers. When I click my fingers on the crystal to my left,
Right.
and throw them at the creature. I can't think of his name. I know you said it a million times.
Kyrelth. It's Kyrelth.
Kyrelth. Thank you.
Come on, it's Kyrelth.
Okay, yeah, sure. So he's going to do a dex save to see if he can get out of the way. He gets a natural 1. So you kind of click your fingers, and this crystal kind of separates into multiple shards. Kyrell's in pain, and this kind of smashes into him. They don't look like they're doing damage, but each one kind of bursts into ash as it hits him, and he kind of like floats backwards and kind of like has to wobble himself back into Compass Mentis. So that one, the bottom southwest corner, has now gone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Radiant damage, does that work the same way as... is that just this sort of the damage on this plane? Will it affect us in the physical? Because my health is still super low.
Well, radiant damage is the kind of damage that you get, like bludgeoning damage, slashing damage. That kind of
sorry.
thing. It's not.
So damage just works as normal then?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be honest, though, you would have had a long rest anyway, so... I will allow you to have been back at full health, and Calbo, you lose 9 damage from whatever your full health total is. Sorry, I should have said that at the beginning of the session, that you'd had a full rest.
No problem. Put that on there.
But you definitely would have anyway, Candy, because you've only just gotten back to a state of being.
Yeah, I was just adjusting it, sorry.
Yeah. Cool. Right, Candy, it's your turn.
I'm going to... I'm actually going to click my fingers and go for the... try and smash the northeast one.
The northeast crystal.
But remain where I am.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. So are you just smashing it, are you?
I'm just going to try and destroy it.
Okay, you click your fingers and it bursts into shards, and then the shards burst into ashes, and Kyrelth and kind of rolls back in pain.
And then can I just do an unarmed strike on the one that I'm next to?
How many actions a turn do you get?
I think it's one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Actually,
you've
yeah.
used your action.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to stay where I am in that case.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you can...
What's the matter?
My iPad's haunted. It keeps talking to me and I'm just volume down. It literally just a second ago it said no need to apologise.
Oh. So Kyrelth is now going to turn his attention towards you, Capri, and he is going to raise kind of his tentacles up, and one of the larger kind of shards of one of the crystals lifts up, and he throws it at you. So roll me a dex save, please.
10.
What did you get?
10.
Can't hear you, Candy.
10.
10. There we
Can
go.
you hear me now?
Yeah. Don't know what you did there.
Hear me now.
You got a 10, so you didn't save. So you're going to take. It's quite a few dice, this one. You take 18 force damage as this purple crystal just smashes into you. And Calbo, it's your turn now.
I want to click my fingers and I want to turn one of those crystal shards, take it from the one underneath him,
Yeah.
and turn it into a very sharp point, like a javelin, and fire it straight up from below into his body. Like impale him almost.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. So he's going to roll a saving throw to see if he avoids it. Which he gets a 6, so he doesn't. So you click your fingers, and as Kyrelth is amusing himself throwing this this thing at Capri, he doesn't realize that below this crystal is like it's shaving down and becoming a point, and then it just fires straight up through this kind of tentacled creature, and he just bursts into gore and viscera. The crystals all around you start to burst and explode, and you feel yourselves getting kind of dragged backwards and kind of pulled away as you are sucked out of this dimension. Calbo, you wake up on the Dreadbeat. You wake up on the deck of the Dreadbeat. It's cold, it's wet, it's dark, you don't know where you are, but you can feel the wood, and there are kind of skeletons around you. Capri, you wake up in your body, causing Proserpine to kind of like leap up and start scratching around, and then he comes down and realizes that you're back and you're awake, and he starts to kind of nuzzle at your head and purr.
Oh, hello, old friend. Oh, this feels better. It feels like me again. I'm not so scaly, not so dry.
You're very sober.
Yes, that's a very good point. I think I should remain sober just for now.
And as that, as you
Did I
kind
do
of,
something good in a battle? Let's point that out.
you did. Well done, Biggie.
Yay!
Thank you.
Biggie.
Capri, as you sit up and you kind of cuddle into Proserpine, from the edge of the city you hear sound.
What was that?
And this is the point where we are going to rewind a few hours to when the party separated, and we're going to pick up with
3 hours earlier.
yes, with T'Reble and Stigveld. As you kind of walk out of Beckett's bucket and you watch Calbo kind of talking to himself as he walks down the street in two different voices.
Don't think I'll ever find that not weird.
Yes, it's insidious at best.
So you need to find Illilath.
Anyway, we need to find Illilath.
Just follow the carnage. The more carnage. God, there's carnage everywhere.
Both of you roll me an investigation check, and let's see if you can spot the right kind of carnage.
Okay.
10. I've got a minus on investigation.
Let's see. Let's see if Treble can pick it up for you.
16 in total.
16. So Treble, you kind of trot ahead as Stigveld's kind of head is in the clouds, and you know there are kind of bodies still in the street from the previous rioting. You see ones where they've kind of been stabbed in the chest. You see ones where they've kind of just been beaten with a club or whatever, and then you see one that's been cleaved in two, and you think that's barbarian style.
That's barbarian style.
I think if we go over here, we might be able to find him. But no, if we go over there, I think.
No, Stigveld, this way.
You follow kind of street to street, and you just start looking for the bodies that have either been cut in half or been obliterated in somehow. Basically, the ways that you've seen Stigveld murder people.
Giants really do have a penchant for evisceration.
Oh, it's built
You don't know what
into
those
us.
words are, mate. Let's just rewind that.
We like to kill.
That's better.
Eventually, you get kind of close to not the main market, kind of like more of a kind of like a smaller kind of neighborhood kind of market place where you hear some soldiers go, "There he is! Let's get him!"
I believe there he is. Let's
Hello.
get him.
I was going to say the same. Let's go.
You walk upon a scene where you see Illilath, and he's now cornered. The market stalls around him have all kind of been set on fire, and there are a collection of guards around, and not necessarily guards, soldiers more like it. You see as they kind of turn around and prepare, and a couple of them have the triumvirate logo on their chest. One of them is different. Can you, Stigveld, roll me a perception check? See if you recognize this one.
Perceptive.
He's more perceptive than he is investigative.
Natural 20, so 24 total.
Prove me wrong.
24. So this one you can see. You have encountered them in the past, but not working for the triumvirate. This one wears kind of grey armor, but he has a gold mask that blacks out his eyes, effectively meaning he can't see. And you recognize this one as a practicer of mental arts, a psyker.
I recognise that one there.
Well, it looks like they're taking down your friend. There's one way to get their attention.
What is this? What does one of those do, Gadget? By the way, can you fill us in?
So a psyker is one that doesn't sort of outwardly attack with weapons. This is the one that can play with your mind. It can do mind control. It can get into your head in different ways. They are in this world. They are effectively soldiers of fortune. The best way to describe them that you'll recognize, Stig, is think of them as a Bond's Magi.
Okay.
They are unique in that they are very expensive to be hired, and they have a very unique set of skills, and not to be fucked with. So move over to roll 20.
We have to be very careful of that one there.
I'm going to get their attention first.
I've seen. Just wait.
So you have
I'm
1, 2,
doing
3,
it.
4,
I'm
5,
doing it.
6 of them around,
They
and then Illilath. And Illilath has stood there. He's got his kind of great sword, and he's going, "Come on, boys! I want to fight. Who wants to die first?"
Right, I've done it. It's unleashed the loot, the moon loot, however it's called.
The lunar loot, yeah, okay. And what do you plan to do with
Loot.
it?
Make them aware of our presence, and they make them realise we've pincered attacked them.
Okay, roll a performance check for me then.
That's 14 plus 8. 14 plus 8.
You're still wearing that ring that I told you to take off, aren't you?
Okay.
Okay,
No, I'm not.
I think that I'm pretty sure that should be a 14 plus 2, but either way that would pass. So you see, you pull out your loot and you start to play, and all of them turn around, and the psyker.
Hello, boys.
Psyker kind of points a finger towards Stigveld and goes,
This is the right one.
Oh, I'm playing a song. Listen to me, not him. Anyway, Stig, let's roll out.
Oh dear. Always jumping in with 2 feet, you, aren't you?
I only got the 2.
Before you get a chance to move, Stigveld, the Psyker kind of blinks out of your vision and kind of blinks up in front of you, and he puts his hand on your forehead, and you feel the world kind of go black around you.
I'm getting vecned.
Could have sneak attacked these.
You
Boring.
You see the triple towers of the Triumvirate. You see the kind of your view kind of swooping in through one of the windows. You see inside what looks like a laboratory. You see Minerva. She stood there with the heart of Horus kind of floating above her hand. And the view kind of looks around. You see Quattro Clef is strapped to a rack and he's kind of struggling. There's a massive kind of bandage across his chest. Dane Ashglade walks into the room, and you can't hear what they're saying, but you see they're kind of talking in a reasonably friendly fashion. Minerva kind of puts a hand on the heart, and it starts to glow softly, and this pulse of energy fires out and catches Quattro in his chest and kind of creates this link. Dane walks closer to the heart, and it lurches out and grabs him as well. You see Dane disappear, and then Quattro wakes up. And you see his features kind of change, like you can see he's speaking, but the way he's speaking is not the same way that you recognize. That it's almost like it's a different person within his skin. Minerva then kind of pulls the heart back, and with a blast of energy, Dane reappears and looks like Quattro is screaming. And then behind them, you see a dwarf walk in. He's bald. He's got a kind of a long grey beard. Lots of medallions and medals and chains around it. And he walks over to Dane, and they kind of shake hands, and it look like they're kind of congratulating each other. The vision kind of starts to blur and fade away as you're able to open your eyes and see that the Psyker is kind of reacting to a dagger that's been thrown into the back of his shoulder. And Illilath is kind of waving and goes, Stigveld, come on, let's kill these guys. So, roll initiative, guys. You're in a fight.
Where have you been? I've been shouting you. 6.
6.
Let me do this quickly. In between all the
So
role playing.
Illilath got a
17.
natural 1.
He's a bit of a dummy. I got 17.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so
I need to talk to you once this is over.
What do you...
Just let's get this over and done with.
You were spaced out for 10 seconds, man. I just thought you was attracted to that creature.
Right, okay, so orders going are Stigveld, then the
Naturally.
then the Psyker, which is this guy here, then Treble, then the other 5 soldiers, and then Illilath.
5 soldiers. Oh, let's get rid of them fast.
So, move the position so the Psyker was stood right in front of Stigveld.
I was over here moving around, sorry, but I'll stay here.
Yeah, you just stay where you are. Stop moving around until I tell you to. Right, okay, so Stigveld, you can take your turn first.
Right.
You and I didn't take any damage from that mental attack.
So
But you're also very aware that because Illilath interrupted it, you didn't get the full image of what was going on.
I can still remember what I saw though.
Yeah, you still remember everything that you saw, but you also have the feeling that there was more that this Psyker was trying to do. You don't know whether it was a good or a bad thing what he was trying to do, but you feel like you missed out on something.
It's making me question whether to kill him or wound him. I'm going to wound him. First, I'm going to attack him, so 18.
18. Where's his character sheet? Yeah, that hits. He's not wearing other than his kind of mask and helmet. He's not really wearing armor.
10.
You did 10 damage to him. Okay. So you kind of knock him back with the butt of your axe, and then you kind of like hit him with the blunt end of it. Just you break. It crumples in the mask, and there's like a spurt of blood comes out the holes in the bottom of it.
Okay. See, next hit is 10.
10. That doesn't hit.
No. Okay, I can move as well, can't I?
You can move, yeah.
You go move and stand next to Illilath.
Okay, you passed one of them who's going to get an opportunity attack on you. That's a 14.
Miss.
Miss. Okay, cool. Right, the Psyker then is...
I realise I've left Treble on the other side by himself.
You really have.
Fine. He's a resilient little man.
Do some rolls. Roll. Dodge, roll. But you're very good at dodging and rolling. You've played plenty of From Software games.
Yeah. So the Psyker is now going to turn his attention on Treble. He's going to move towards him, and he is going to cast Arms of Hadar.
Arms of Hadar? What the fuck's that?
You invoke the power of Hadar, the Dark Hunger.
It's just a nice cuddle.
Yeah, tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you. Each creature in that area must make a strength saving throw. So, Oodles, roll me a strength saving throw.
Treble, he's not a creature, he's a gentleman.
He's a creature.
Which saving throw am I doing?
Strength.
18. 17 plus 1.
18. Okay, you do save, so you will take 1d6 of damage from that.
I said sturdy little fuck.
Been very strong recently as Treble.
Yeah, you take 3 damage. So this Psyker kind of marches towards you with his dented-in mask, and he kind of holds up his hands, and just these black tendrils of nothingness kind of appear from his body and smack you around the face.
You bastard! Ow!
Roll me a dexterity saving throw because he reaches out to touch you, much like he just did with Stigveld.
17 plus 3, 20.
Okay, you managed to dodge his hand. Okay, it is now your turn.
£1 best fighter in game.
I say Treble's been bench pressing Stigveld's legs during his sleep. Well, Stigveld's been asleep. He's just been pressing his legs, getting that strength up.
He's trying to grab that cock ring.
Oh, for God's sakes. Treble, it's now your turn.
So, I want to move away from this very powerful critter.
Okay.
I'm going to go there.
Right, okay, so you move kind of towards the northeast. You've got kind of one of the soldiers in
if I
front of
can
you.
just, like, go there without being on fire.
Yeah, you won't be on... So, you move on to a burning cart, but you're just kind of next to it. You feel the warmth on your face.
Yeah, I'm underneath it. I want to do a thunder wave against 1, 2, 3, 4, those 4, 5 creatures in front of me.
Okay, let's see how far 15 feet gets you.
To the southeast.
You'll get 3 creatures. You'll get 3 soldiers. These ones, and it's a 15-foot cube, isn't it?
Let me just double check. Range area self 15 foot. Yeah.
Okay, double check you don't hit me.
You're 20. Stigveld's 20 foot
That's
away.
why I moved there.
You'll also get the Psyker. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. I just want to get rid of these.
Okay.
Yes.
So they all have to do saving throws. What do they have to save against?
Plus, I'm doing like a humble brag, like the Psyker's not affecting me with his weak attacks.
What do they have to get to save?
Constitution 18.
Constitution 18. Okay.
Don't lie either.
These Psyker saves, but the other 3 don't.
Yeah.
So roll me the damage for the ones that don't, and the Psyker will take half of that.
So it's 5d8. What's that mean? Sorry again. Been a while.
5.
I've just clicked on it. Don't worry.
Yeah, 5d8.
22. 22. 40 meant 5d8s.
22.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Psycho will take 11 damage.
Good.
Try keeping him alive, Oodles. No.
Okay, so the Psycho will take 11. And the other 3... I mean, the other 3 are just instantly dog food. Just burn out. Illilath turns to you and goes, "You may be little, but you kill good."
I love the smell of roast man in the morning.
Learn from the best.
The 2 remaining soldiers will run one towards Illilath and one
Away
towards...
from the fucking hardest halfling.
Yeah, away if they had any fucking sense about them.
Yeah. They clearly don't because they work for the Triumvirate. Right, so the one in front of Illilath is going to attack with his Great Axe. And he gets a natural 20, so he definitely hits. And that is... What's it? What do you do damage with the Great Axe? It's D8, isn't it? That is...
Is Illilath fully healed now?
Illilath's at full health, yeah.
Yeah.
But he takes 11 damage from that. And then the next one is going to use his long sword against you, Stigveld. And that is a 18. Does that hit?
Yes.
And that is 8 damage.
Ah, this one's got a little fight in him.
I know,
Okay,
doesn't he? Let's.
Shame I'm going to have to squash his head.
Yes. Let's. I tell you what, let's get angry, Stigveld.
I feel like when you say that they'll get naked or something and start like flailing about.
So Illilath is going to pick up
Only
his...
at the yearly festival.
Oh wow! the yearly naked Goliath festival.
Why, yes. The Naked Festival and Orgy. It's marvellous. You should come to Hydorn every summer.
orgy.
And Orgy. You spend most of the festival naked, but then at the end of it, oh my, it's a week of sex.
Treble would get absolutely crushed between Lady Goliath thighs.
Death by
He's
snoo snoo.
abstinent. Abstinent at the moment. He's an abstinent young man. He's not doing the naughties.
Right, okay, so Illilath is going to take his first
Literally
attack against the soldier in front of him. And that is a 22. Yeah, that hits. And that is going to be 6 damage. Okay, so he kind of brings his great axe down and kind of clots into him. Blood spurts out, but it doesn't kill him outright, so he's going to use a second attack. Which is a 12, which doesn't hit him because he's armoured. So he kind of brings it down. The soldier kind of deflects it out of the way this time. He goes,
Oh, don't play coy with me. You know you want to die.
Stigveld, it's your turn.
I didn't realise that these guys were such fodder. So I'm just going to ignore him for now. This other guy. And I'm going to charge at the Psyker and try and tackle him down to the ground.
Okay, go for it. Roll me an unarmed strike. I guess that would be the best way to describe it.
Oh, fuck's sake. 13.
13, that hits him.
Oh, cool.
So you kind of sprint forward, you kind of wrap your meaty arms around him and knock him to the ground. Are you going to do anything else while you're down there? Because you get 2 actions.
Yes, I want to pin one of his hands into... I want to pin one of his hands into the ground with my dagger.
Okay, yeah, roll an attack with your dagger.
15.
15, that hits. So you kind of pull up your dagger and you stab it into his left hand to the ground, and through the kind of the dented mask you hear. Argh!
So I'm just sat on him now.
Sat on him. Okay. So, all right. Okay. Where's the Psycho's character sheet? Right. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Seeing as you're on kind of
You've
you're on
got to
top
be
of your...
grapple, haven't you? So you've got to be a.
Well, no. The thing is, you haven't grappled him. You've knocked him to the ground. Because doing a grapple would involve us having to do
that's true.
opposing checks. So
He's got a dagger pinning him down.
yeah, so he is pinned down. So he'll have to use his entire movement to take that out and probably take damage from it as well. So I'm just trying to work out the spells I've given him, what he can do. Right, okay, he is going to use Phantasmal Force on you. So, Stigveld, can you roll me an intelligence saving throw, please?
Fuck. But this needs to be a big roll, because I've got a minus on this. Let's go! 8.
8. So with his free hand, the psychic kind of grips your leg, and you hear from the side of you, well, Stigveld, it's nice to see you. And you look up and you see Dane Ashglade stood over you. Now this, for the listeners and for everyone to metagame this one, this is an illusion. But what Phantasmal Force does is it creates an illusion that feels so real to the person experiencing it, they believe it's real. And they would act illogically and irrationally to an outside viewer because they would see whatever is there. So as far as Stigveld is concerned, Dane Ashglade is really fucking here and he's stood right next to you. In fact, I'm going to find a character.
Shouldn't have told him.
I'm going to find a character token for him.
Shouldn't have told him. Does Treble see him?
No, Treble can't see him.
You just see me shouting at someone mid fresh air.
Right. This
Joe would be like, "Oh, don't you start."
Everyone else is fucking talking to themselves.
Yeah. So you become kind of hyper fixated on the fact that Dane Ashglade has suddenly appeared right next to you.
Is that him?
What are you doing here? I'll kill you.
Oh, I'd like to see you try, Stigveld. You haven't managed to kill me yet. You did wound me, though, and he kind of turns his head and you see the scar down the left-hand side of his face. And goes, bravo for that one. It's been a long time since anyone's been able to land a blow on me, but you will not kill me. You can't kill me. You're not powerful or strong enough to kill me.
I am more powerful than you realize. I will take this axe and I will drive it through your head. You will leave my lands alone.
He puts a hand behind his back and does the Neo thing where he just kind of like looks up and like gestures for you to come to him.
Fight with one hand.
And all Treble and that sees me just like swing an axe at thin air.
Yeah. And from your perspective, he kind of just jumps back out the way.
Yeah.
Treble, it is now your turn.
Other giant.
Yes, little one.
He's insane.
Yes, he was always insane. You should have seen him dealing with the great harpies of the islands. Oh, he had fun. It was a glorious battle.
I get it. Yes, okay. I'll take
Ripped their wings off in the air and landed down on their bodies.
Giants.
Oh, that's fucking stupid. So stupid.
There's only one thing I can do.
Literally, his character sheet, because of the way I rolled him. Sorry, just he's got a -3 intelligence. He's slightly smarter than a rock.
I can tell. Right, there's only one thing I can do to snap him out of this accursed curse. That I'm assuming, due to my knowledge of said curses.
I tell you what. Give me an Arcana check first. This isn't your action. But you need to be. You're aware Stigveld's acting funny, but you don't know. You don't at this point don't know what he's doing.
17.
17. You know there's a spell on it. You don't know what it is.
What it is, yeah. Okay. There's only one thing for it. Level 3, Stinking Cloud on Stigveld and his friend. It won't hurt him. It won't give him any damage.
Okay,
what
are the saves?
If you kill Stigveld with a stinking cloud.
Constitution 18. Stigveld, roll me a Constitution.
It's not damage, Biggie. I can't kill him. It's just distraction. Maybe he has to snap back into reality. Whoop, there goes gravity.
Psyche gets a 19.
Do I need to roll? What do I need to roll, sorry?
Constitution saving throw. You have to get over 18.
Trust me, you don't want to.
13.
13.
Yes.
Okay, so Right.
Make the man cough. Snap out of it.
I'm impressed at your commitment to this one, Treble. This isn't how the spell works, but sure, Stigveld is now coughing and retching, and we'll have to roll a save to get out of it.
It'll stop him from flailing about, but I can't manage it. It's for your own good, giant man.
So, Stig, you'll have to roll a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of each of your turns, but you can also move to get out of this, which is something that I got wrong the last time you used this, Treble.
Before I ended my turn,
Yeah?
I have moved closer to the sane-ish
It is.
giant man.
Ashclade's still there, as far as I'm aware, right?
Yeah, Ashclade's there. He's not coughing.
He wouldn't cough anyway, would he? Because he's not real.
No, but
Yeah. Well, the thing is, as part of this spell as well, like, you believe it is so real you can take damage from it.
Yeah. It's
So,
like a mind of a matter thing.
So Ashclade kind of, as far as you're concerned, Stigveld, he kind of pulls a rapier. He goes,
So I've made this worse.
Let's see if you bleed. And he's going to roll to attack, and he
Try.
gets a 16.
yeah.
So he kind of swipes with the blade, and you feel a pain across your chest as he does 4 damage to you.
So this is actually taking damage off me then.
He can do 1d6 damage a turn. It's psychic damage effectively, but you believe it's like real physical damage happening to you.
Sake. This isn't how I envisioned.
This is not how I envisioned it either.
No.
That guy. That guy.
Oh, he's getting attacked and he's in a stink cloud. I love it.
The 2 soldiers are both going to take swings at Illilath. And hang on, what's his armor class? Illilath. Nope, neither of them hit. They start just swinging in wildly, and he's like, ha 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 ha! Illilath spots that you've walked next to him. Treble goes, little one, come, fight with me. Let's kill these. You can be the big man too.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
And Illilath is going to, and he kind of, and he rages. And he is going to use his first attack on one of the soldiers. He gets a natural 20. So that's 2d12 plus 4. 12 to 12. Oh yeah, he cuts this one just top to bottom in 2. Absolutely just kind of swings down and just obliterates the man. And like Treble, you watch it in just horror as this axe just cleaves straight through this person, and blood kind of splatters you in your kind of purple tunic. And Illilath kind of looks down at you. His kind of face is covered in blood, and he's got this kind of raging look in his face. Goes, "Oh, it's fun, isn't it?"
Just one day, I'd like to not get blood all over me.
You really need some new clothes.
That's the next time we go shopping. New clothes.
And then he takes a swing at the next one, and he gets a 17, so that hits. 12, and he does 10 damage as he kind of swings across. He doesn't kill this one, but there's kind of this huge gouging wound across his chest. And he turns back to you, Treble, and goes, "Come on, get a kill!" As he kind of picks you up and sits you on his shoulder.
I didn't ask for this, and I've already killed 3 of them. It's not a competition.
Oh, it's always a killing competition. I'm giving you one for free.
Stigveld, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw of 2.
2. You keep retching a lot. You can move out the way, so you can move. You need to move like 10 feet to get out of the way of it.
Get out of the cloud.
But that'll basically be your turn to move out of the way of it.
I'll finish you off later, dude. Gotta get out of this stink.
Oh, you're so weak, Stigveld. So weak.
Who's he talking to?
Really smells.
The Psyker is still in the cloud. He is going to roll his saving throw. He gets an 8. And you from the other side of the cloud, Stigveld, you hear as he kind of vomits into his mask.
The notoriously terrible farts as well.
Yeah. But the Ashglade kind of walks out of the cloud and walks towards you, Stigveld.
Well, I like to think of it as that scene in Terminator 2 when the T-1000 walks out the fire.
It's kind of very similar to that.
Ooh, that's giving me chills.
Yeah,
that.
it's like
But instead it's green farts.
It's green fart cloud, but he's kind of walking slowly and kind of the very tip of his rapier is dragging on the cobblestones, leaving little sparks. And just super casual. As Ashglade kind of comes up to you and goes, Stigveld, you can't run from me. I'm here to kill you. And he's going to attack you. But he gets a natural 1, so he kind of whiffs it. The Psyker is going to move out of the cloud behind you. So he's out of the cloud now. T'Reble, it is your turn. You're currently sat on Illilath's shoulder.
Can I try something daring and bold?
I was hoping you would.
Here we go.
I might need to do an acrobatics check on this first as well.
Right, okay, what are you thinking? Where are we going with this one? Because I want crazy.
I want to use Illilath's gargantuan cow-sized head as a platform to stand on.
Okay.
And I'm going to get my pistol out and shoot Psyker.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah,
So I'm complete point blank, like, I just need to get that balance.
Right, roll me an acrobatics check first then.
Okay. This is where it goes to shit.
As if it hasn't already.
Oh, thank God. 18.
18, okay, you passed the acrobatics check. So roll an attack with your gun, and because you're kind of stood above, I'll let you roll that at advantage.
Oh, see, it paid off. Right, okay. So how do I add advantage, or are you just going to add that on?
Just roll it twice and take the highest value.
Oh, yeah, that's it. So that's an 11's the first one. The second one's a 9. 11!
What's your plus with the pistol? 11 plus 6.
Yeah, plus 6.
Is it 11 plus 6?
Yes.
Wait, hang on. No, you rolled damage twice. Right, roll.
Oh,
hit the one that's hit DC. So next to pistol, you've got a plus 6.
That one.
Yeah, hit that twice.
Okay, so it's a 9 or a 7.
Neither hit.
9.
Neither hits.
But it looked cool.
It looked cool. You leap off Illilath's shoulder and kind of balance perfectly on his head.
I'm still there.
You cool as fuck spin the pistol around, and then you just kind of like pull it down and fire, and it just hits the.
No, can you change the narrative? Can you make him dodge it so I didn't actually miss? Please.
No. I'm going with this one.
Oh fuck.
It's because you're showboating. You because you're spinning the trigger on your finger, and you just pull slightly too early, and it hits the wood in the cart next to him. And Illilath kind of like peers up and goes, "Little one, there's one here in front of you to kill.
It's not the important one.
But I've softened him up for you. Add to your kill count."
Looks like he's ready to die. Looks like he's ready to die. I'm not here to kill. I'm here to win.
Okay, well the soldier is now going to try and attack you, T'Reble.
I'm on his head, so he's going to have to do some kind of acrobatics to get to me.
He's rolling at disadvantage.
Perfect.
And he gets a 9, so he doesn't hit you. He just kind of tries to swing up at you. Illilath just kind of pushes the guy to the ground and goes, "Be quiet."
Huh.
Actually, no, it is Illilath's turn. He goes, "It's time for you to die."
I'm on his head still. Like David Blaine on that pillar.
That hits, so where's my D8? No, D12 gone, there it is. 8. So Illilath just kind of goes, "Little one, this is how you do it," and he drops his axe to the ground. The soldier's still lying on the ground. He just picks up his size 18 foot and just smashes it into his face.
Disgusting. That's impressive.
It's always impressive. And he kind of grabs you his entire hand around your waist and just puts you on the ground.
Thank you.
Stigveld, it's your turn now. Roll me a intelligence saving throw.
Come on, baby. 10.
Notoriously intelligent.
10. No, you don't. You're still seeing Ashglade.
I'm gonna kill you.
Try it, Stigveld.
I'm gonna rip your limbs from your body.
Oh, I'd
talking to
love to see you
nobody.
try.
Ah! And then goes to attack him.
Okay. No point rolling. You swing
That's a
your
shame
axe.
because I got 27.
Yeah. You swing your axe and it passes straight through him.
Do I see that?
You do see that, but you're reaching a level of irrationality that you still think he's real, even though you've just borne witness to your own axe slicing through nothing.
I'm kind of stumped. I don't know what to do.
Don't worry, we've got you, man. I've got a plan.
You can disengage and go for the Psyker if you want, but you just believe that Ashglade is real.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin the narrative.
Narrative first, guys.
Just gonna go for another swing
Yeah.
because my head, he's there, isn't he?
Yeah, so
It would, wouldn't
you come in for an overhead
See what
smash,
I rolled.
and it passes straight through him, and kind of you kind of it almost blunts your axe off the stone ground.
What is this magic?
Told you wouldn't be able to kill me, Stigveld. But it's nice to see you try. And he reaches down, he kind of rubs your head, and it's because of the strength of the illusion. It's like you feel his hands on the back of your head, like kind of stroking you in a humiliating fashion. He goes, Don't worry. There are always going to be people in this world that are stronger, faster, and smarter than you, Stigveld. I'm one of them. Everything about me is smarter and faster. He is going to roll this attack against you, and he gets a 6. So he kind of goes to stab you, and you move back, and it misses. Oh, maybe
Treble, why
maybe
aren't
I'm
you
not faster.
helping me with him?
With who?
Ashglade, he's here.
Strange man.
The Psyker is going to attack Treble this time.
There's nobody helping me.
There's nobody there.
He's right here in front of me.
Days. Oh, the green thing's coming. Ah!
Right, okay, so he is going to cast on Treble and Illilath Cloud of Daggers.
I'm the Cloud Master.
You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. Creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there. So the Psyker reaches its hand out towards you, and around you and Illilath, it is what it is. Knives and blades kind of start to swirl around the two of you. And 4d4 damage.
Oh, fire. Actually.
Knives to me are like swords. You gotta remember this.
14 damage. You both take 14 damage.
Fuck! Wow. It's the most I've ever been hit, that.
Oh yeah, it's a good spell. And every turn you're kind of stood where you are. It'll keep affecting you. So you effectively, now that it's your turn, you will need to move if you don't want to keep taking damage.
Ah! Giant. I need to ask you a favour.
Oh, yes. Do you want to kill something? I can help you kill something.
Toss me.
Pardon?
Toss me.
And he kind of leans down. And does that mean the same thing here as it means back in High Dawn?
Throw me, you buffoon.
Oh, throw, right.
To throw me at the green guy as I'm in the air. I unleash my rapier and try and stab him.
Oh, how the fuck am I going to organise this?
You're
Right.
the DM. You do the math.
Right, okay. Illilath's through. 15, that'll hit. Okay. Roll me an attack roll with your rapier. And the Psyker will get 16. Okay, and the Psyker will obviously see this coming, so he'll have the opportunity to dodge. So he's going to roll a saving roll against that, which rolls a 7. Okay, so Illilath kind of picks you up, and kind of a bit like a rugby ball, or maybe an American football.
Throw me in the air a little bit.
He kind of like up. He kind of like throws you up, and as you kind of start to lower back down, he then reaches back and he just kind of slaps and just hits you, and you fly like a fucking bullet. At
the dagger in front.
With your blade out front. With the rapier. With the rapier out front.
Venom.
Roll me double damage because you're going with the force of a fucking barbarian.
Two venom strikes.
Yeah, so what's it was the
17 and 13.
No, so it's not a hit, so you have hit. So it's
sorry, yeah.
So you've got the D8 plus 3. So roll me that twice.
So it's 7 plus 10.
17.
Big hits, big numbers.
Big hits.
Numbers.
You fly forward, and the blade just kind of pierces through the mask straight into his left eye.
Venom!
And you're kind of you're embedded into it. You've almost like gone in like a die, like kind of thing, as this kind of Psyker just kind of collapses backwards with you.
You require 17.
And he is well and truly dead. And
more interesting if Illilath had started tugging Treble off.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Biggie!
No, it wouldn't be interesting. It'd be disgusting and childish. Just like you.
He sent himself.
Nice guy. If you're imagining a giant wanking off a halfling,
mashing a halfling's cock.
I've been imagining it since it was mentioned. I just thought it was hilarious. Never battle.
It's a Lord of the Rings reference, and we all know D&D sprouted from Lord of the Rings. It was a homage, and you've turned it into a disgusting sex crime, and I'm offended.
This is a family show, Biggie.
This is a family show.
We killed a dragon with a dildo, seriously.
I weren't on that episode. Nothing to do with me. Disgusting. Made me sick.
Okay, getting back to it, Stigveld, you see, as you kind of not really paying attention to what's happening behind you, but as Treble has kind of killed this Psyker.
And let me just say, killed most of these people around.
You've done well. Your kill count's going up.
Kill frenzy.
Yeah, Stigveld, you're kind of readying for another attack as Ashglade just kind of goes, ooh, and he kind of like stiffens up a little bit and goes, oh, well, I guess I'll see you soon, as he fades into dust in front of you.
Where's he gone? Where did he go?
Where did who go?
Ashglade, he's been here the whole time. Are you fucking blind or what?
While you've been dancing around, I've saved everyone's life. Look at this.
Oh, did you kill that man?
I killed everyone.
Stigveld, you turn around and you see the Psyker with just Treble's kind of rapier sticking out of his eye.
Has a name?
Venom.
I told you to keep him alive. I said I need
I didn't know what was happening. This thing's disgusting. It was doing weird things with its hands. It was humming and chanting. You were dancing. I had a big boyfriend to help. I killed it.
Listen to me. Your brother is alive.
What? Don't jest like that.
When he touched me, I saw visions of the triumvirate, the three of them together, and your brother was being held captive. They're doing some kind of experiments on him with the heart of Horus.
Do you honestly trust a vision from
That's why I wanted him alive. I needed to question him.
Oh yes. While you were dancing around like a dervish. Ridiculous.
Ashglade was here.
No, he wasn't. Big other giant. Did you see anyone else?
Illilath walks over and he kind of pats you on the back, Treble, and it's like it's hard enough to make the buttons on your tunic kind of bounce forward.
Goes, well done, little one. That was a mighty kill. Excellent idea
I asked you a question.
on the tossing. And he looks over at Stigveld and goes, there was no one here. I was busy killing those over there. And he points over at a couple of piles of blood. And he said, and the little one here, he was interested in killing this one over here. And you were just kind of swinging wildly into nothing.
Again, dancing.
Oh, she's some strong magic.
Or strong ale. Have you been on the ale again?
Oh, ale sounds fantastic. Who wants a drink?
It doesn't affect me like that. It just makes me sick.
Stigveld,
Well, whatever it wasn't real. Let's move on.
Stigveld, let's have a drink.
Not right now. The point is, your brother is still alive.
I don't believe it. If you say you saw something there, and no one else did, you saw a vision, it's false. He's dead. The city burned.
Treble, roll an insight check.
Okay. 1.
What? You've got no fucking clue whether what he's saying is true or not.
I don't believe him.
No, it's not that it's not that you don't believe him. You have no reason to believe he's lying, but you have no reason to believe him either. This is ambivalence.
In my head, Treble thinks that he thinks it's true, but Treble doesn't think it's true. That's what I mean.
Okay, yeah.
He's not calling him a liar. He just thinks he's seen something.
I saw the witch woman with the heart of Horus, your brother, and I saw Dane go into your brother's body. They came out and they were happy about it. I do not know what it means, but I also a dwarf. I saw a dwarf come through. I didn't. There's 3 of them. Triumvirate. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, he can count.
Yes, he was always good at school.
How would I know? How would I know what the other one looks like?
I don't want to dwell on it, and I'll believe it when I see it. But don't give me the hope. I don't live on hope.
I outside of the narrative, I think I know what that means. In terms of him being able to go into a body.
Yeah.
So still, again, Treble does not believe it. He believes he saw what he saw, but he don't believe it's true.
Don't like where it's going, Gadget.
Sorry. So Illilath kind of walks up to you, Stigveld, and kind of gives you a really big, firm Goliath embrace. Goes, oh, it's lovely to finally see you, brother. We've been looking for you for months.
And you too, my friend. But right, we need to get back to the inn. We need to get Viglath. We've got a mission.
Oh, Viglath is alive, is he?
He is. We've been trying to stop you from going on your crazy rampage. Get back to the inn.
Oh, I hope there's going to be killing involved.
This reminds me of a joke. What's worse than one Goliath? Fucking 3 of them.
Oh, don't be like that. And he kind of picks you up by your tunic and goes, we're all having fun together. Come on. He puts you on his shoulder and goes, to the pub.
Seems I'm a parrot again.
So you kind of work your way back
to Crocker.
You work your way back through Indilo's Rest, and you come back into Beckett's Bucket, and you see Capri is up and about.
Oh, you're back.
How did it go?
How did it go on your end?
Illilath walks in, sees you, Capri, goes, oh, hello there.
Whoa.
Hello. Yes, hello.
And he kind of he bows you.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Illilath.
Oh, I'm Capri. How about a drink?
Drink?
Capri is a moron.
Exactly everything I could have wanted from you, darling. Let's go. Drink.
He's a friend of
Doesn't even know
mine.
what moron means.
He kind of steps behind the bar.
So
and
fucking stupid.
Briaga tries to stop him, and he goes, no, and he picks her up and puts her on the bar, and he just gets pulls one of the kegs, pulls the cork out, and just starts to drink from it.
I like this one.
He's a fucking moron.
And I tell you what, let's roll him a Constitution saving throw to see how drunk he gets instantly. 19, he's fine.
We still have our mission to do. We don't need a drunk Goliath.
Viglath comes down the stairs and sees the scene that's unfolding and goes, so I see you found him.
Eventually, he got in quite a pickle.
It's Illilath, of course you did. Now, I
Didn't tell us he was a fucking moron.
Well, you never asked.
That's very true, very true.
He's a good fighter. That's all that matters.
That's all we need on this mission.
Viglath comes in and he kind of dumps a wrap on the bar, and it makes a metal clattering sound. He opens it up, and there are 3 hand axes in it. And he hands one to you, Stigveld, and he hands one to Illilath, and he takes one. He goes, Briarga has been helping me. These chains that hold the sword in place are very strong. These axes are slightly enchanted. One hit will break the chain, but it will break the axe. Keep these axes safe. Don't attack anything with them. As soon as they hit something, they shatter. But they will cut through the earth if need be.
I believe you need to tell the moron how important it is he doesn't hit anything on the way to the chains.
Illilath turns around and goes, yeah, Stigveld, don't hit anything.
And he's throwing it around. Bang!
So, who's made these enchanted axes then?
Ask him.
Who made these enchanted axes? What wasn't you?
And Briarga puts a hand up and goes, I know some Fey incantations, and I know a few tricks. Usually it's the kind of things that
when she said the word Fey, Treble's good. Ugh.
It's usually the kind of things that I would maybe put onto a pin that would allow me to just tap a lock and shatter it. But it's the same principle works with axes. It's metal.
So that's how you do it.
She looks at you, Treble, as you say that, and she goes, "If you make it back from this, I'll teach you the tricks, the ways of my trade."
Is that a promise?
And she holds out a little finger. It's a pinky promise.
I'll teach you how to play the lute. Deal.
Who says I can't?
Ha ha ha! Interesting. Concert alert.
This is interesting. I may need some assistance when we get back.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. So everyone's in the right place.
Can I ask one request?
Of course.
Please. Mr. Graves is my dearest friend. Other than Stigveld, of course, and my compatriots.
Of course.
Could you please make sure he's well rested?
Yes, of course. He's currently locked himself in the attic room.
Yes. He's not due for a blood frenzy for many years now, but I just don't want it to be triggered.
No. It's fine. I put a plague notice on the door so that no one would dare go in.
Fantastic. Very smart. I like you. The old me would have liked you a lot more.
And she just looks at you and kind of raises an eyebrow and goes, I think you'd be barking up the wrong tree there, sir.
I'm never good at climbing trees.
And Illilath just goes, trees are hard.
Oh, fucking moron.
I just cheers at him.
He kind of holding the cask in one hand as if it were a goblet. He just kind of clangs against your glass with it and finishes it off. And he just rips out the most massive belch. Goes, right, who are we killing? And that's where we'll leave episode 28 of Do Dragons Dream of Scorched.
I knew that's where you were going, so I was just like, I'm just going to let him.
Yeah. So thank you for listening, everyone. This has been a bit of a kind of a weird episode with some weird shit happening. But yeah, this has been great fun. Make sure you hit the website up, modernescapism.co.uk. Hit the Patreon up, £5 a month plus VAT gets you the Scorched Sheep tier, gets you early access, ad-free. You get to suggest NPCs, you get to suggest items. We've got some great items coming up very soon. Make sure to give us a 5-star review on any podcast platform you happen to listen to, because it really, really helps out. If you want to learn how to play D&D, you can request a game from me. There's a link in the description for it, so make sure you get in on that. And the next episode will be out in about 2 weeks' time, so come back here, get on the YouTube, get on the Twitters, @Scorched Sheep. Come join the Discord. Just go to the website. There's links for everything there. Go and do that. And next week, The podcast versions of our Alien RPG experience will be out for you to listen to, so keep an eye out for that. There's 2 parts to it. It's great fun with Jack Chambers Ward from the Sequelizers. It's going to be fucking mental. In fact, it was mental. It was great. Biggie's still angry about it.
Oh, yes.
Biggie? Oh, yes.
Yes.
But yes, come back in 2 weeks' time for the next episode of Dragon's Dream of Scorched Sheep. For now, thank you for listening, and good night.
Peace.
Excellent.
I ran out of breath.
You ran out of accent. You changed your accent.
Did you call it the Dreadbeat Punk?
Should call it the Dread Punk, yeah.
The Dread Punk, that was it.
Close enough.
Is that where it's from?
Yeah, the Dreadbeat. It's Deadbeat Punk.
I never know.
Yeah, I didn't pick that up either.
How could you?
Weirdly.
It's right there.
I know.
It's literally just one. It's pretty much just one extra letter.
Oodles, wake up.